How long would you say you've been anchored in this mindset?
Honestly, it took a lot of growth and development. It took a lot of adversity, and it took me to awaken and go to prison in a concrete tomb of my own demise and educate myself. It was built off of hate, built off of pain, and what really drove me was when I was sentenced to 16 years in TDCJ, when Mark Ken Ellis in 351 court told me I was unfit for society, unfit for the world. I told myself in that moment I was going to educate myself, and I was going to show him and anybody that I am fit for the world. And y'all created me. I educated myself. So it took me to go to prison to educate myself on great men such as Malcolm X. That's one of my role models right there. Different revolutionaries, different conquerors like Julius Caesar, and study their autobiographies or biographies on how they became successful, to understand like who am I, and then studying history about my Latino roots, about me being Mexican, about me being Hispanic, because the Mexican people suffer from an identity crisis. The truth is, especially you see a lot of Latinos in Houston, they don't know who they are. Let's just be real. They don't know who they are. They go around and they're lost, they're confused. You tell them like, uh, where are you from? They're gonna be like, I'm from Texas. No, we're from Mexico. Texas used to be Mexico. Our people didn't cross no borders. The borders crossed us. And the thing is, in Houston, we're very diverse, but we have a strong culture in the music. And the music binds the culture together. That's why when you see these other states like California looking from the outside in, they see blacks and Hispanics a lot united
In Texas.
in Texas,
Yeah.
and especially in Houston. But it's because the Houston culture, the music, the sauce, the drip, everything that we do. That's why we rock grills. But as a people, the Latinos are ignorant to who they are. And that's why our voices don't matter. And it's in today's society that you see them growing right now and making their own wave in the music industry. Because you have amazing artists. Like right now, you got D Baby on tour with the biggest artist in the United States, NBA Youngboy. And the Latinos haven't had a leader in a long time. The Mexican people haven't. The last leader they had was SPM. And nobody's rocking with him. I'm not rocking with him. And I'm just gonna be honest. Like I love his music, don't get me wrong. I think he was a lyrical genius. But I cannot respect the cases he caught.
He has that jacket on him.
He got that jacket on him, and I don't respect it. I don't respect it. Other people might rock with it and go into conspiracies. At the end of the day, I wasn't there. I just know that he was found guilty. And the truth is, bro, like, I'm not rocking with it. And right now, all I can say is that the Mexicans and Hispanics in Houston, they're having their own wave, and it's a new trend, it's a new era, and they're paving the way for the younger generation right now, and they're awakening. And I think that we need more influential people to step up, stand up, and just start speaking their mind and getting in the industry, be actors, be musicians, be influencers. Because I did 10 and a half years in prison. I came home and I was like, I seen thousands of little Edgars everywhere. Like for real, that's all I seen. I was like, man, what happened? But they're starting to wake up. If you study statistics, the Latino people are the majority in Texas.
They do a lot for like almost every business though out here.
Yes, but guess what? Their voices are not heard in politics.
Mm.
The media portrays us as criminals, savages, rapists, drug lords that are moving keys across the borders, when that's all propaganda, that's lies. Y'all want to paint us as a foreigner because of our Spanish speaking descent. But our people been here. Our people been here. We were the natives on this land. And it's just trying to use my platform to show that, man, we're here to stay, and I'm gonna preach. I'm gonna preach my message and what I seen and what I experienced, because it took me to go to prison and do some soul searching to understand my identity and understand who I am as a man. And now I'm preaching for the greater justice so my kids won't ever go through the adversities that I faced.
Real shit. When you said earlier that a lot of Latinos and Hispanic people in Texas and other places are a little bit ignorant to what their true identity is, can you elaborate on that a little bit?
When I say that they're ignorant, they don't know their history. You tell them who Emiliano Zapata is. They don't know because the education system failed us. They don't know who Pancho Villa is. They probably heard stories from their grandma or something. You ask them, who's Rodolfo Corky Gonzalez? They don't know. The only Mexican that you hear about in the history books is Cesar Chavez.
Okay.
But you don't hear about everybody else. Why is that? Because they strip us from our identity. So they're a man without identity. They don't know who they are. They don't know where they're going. Malcolm X said it best. Before you know where you're going, you got to know where you come from. And the Egyptians, when they were initiated in the temple, they said, knowledge yourself, know thyself. Who are you? What are you? Where do you come from? And I think that we need to know as a people, and it's not only Latinos, it's African Americans as well. We need to know where we come from, who we are, to know where we're going, because our voices do matter. Our voices do have an impact on our community.
Absolutely. The wave of like Hispanic rappers that are kind of blooming right now, especially in Texas and around America, do you think that transition is good for the Hispanic communities as a whole?
I think it's probably the biggest win that we ever seen. It's the only win that we had in a long time. Like I said, it's the only win. Because you don't see us winning right now. You don't. Right now, with ICE attacking us, running in schools, running in apartments, deporting our families, they're basically kidnapping people and sending them back, putting them in detention centers, treating them like animals. So I think right now this is a win, but it'll be more impactful if they start using their platforms to speak against the social injustices.
Absolutely.